Unstoppable together at the same time, with the same mind. Yeah, we're gonna be high and always above what's beneath us. So
back in Week 8, the Bills won a shootout in their first matchup against the Packers. Can Green Bay avoid the sweep? The answer comes your way next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Allen off the play fake. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 more yards there and another first down. They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Allen now looks to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A chance for the first points of this Super Bowl. It's 1st and goal. Tapped forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Allen. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. Allen going to throw. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Bass is good. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And a certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. A check down here to Jones. They find some open field here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big pickup of 38. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers, nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Terrell Bernard getting in there to drop him for a sack.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Gregory Rousseau providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. 1 quarter done and 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 3-0 is our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 17. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Dillon trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1. Dillon again. And this time he's not going anywhere. In fact, he'll lose yardage back to the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Von Miller in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Allen pushes him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. Here's 2nd and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen steps away to his left. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. Rodgers now to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Tunyon's got it on the out route. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 42. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Could we get a touchdown in this 1st half after all? It's 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. They'll go right back to Tunyon. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. To throw is Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the 1st half winds down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. Complete to Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing is Rodgers. Catch made by Watson on the out route. Touchdown! Christian Watson as the first half is winding down. And the Packers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
Remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 10-3. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 72 yards. And the Packers will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free-possession game.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by McKenzie. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. now looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Allen's throw is complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, 37 yards. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, first and 10. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Second and 5 now. Rodgers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Gregory Rousseau, his second sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be fourth down. Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. The kick by Crosby is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To the air, Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. James Cook taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Up the middle, Jones. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 107 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. Brought down at the 20.
When you play really good run defense, when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Packers are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. Now Crosby for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. One final try here for Allen. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. 2nd and 5 now. Allen dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Preston Smith able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, his second touchdown of their Super Bowl. And the Packers are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work.
And a loose football. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll try and run for it with Jones. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Throwing on first down is Allen. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Allen. His throw incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On play action, Allen. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little earlier. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again. 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Allen. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
3rd and goal, try to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. To the shotgun snap to Allen. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Allen going to go on 4th down. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit for defense. He made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. And the Lombardi Trophy is going back home. The Green Bay Packers are your Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
My Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on to ride nobody.